As long as we know it, I guess. It's all good.
There you go.
Because I'm pretty sure coming in the same as going out.
He's not paying attention.
I don't know if he says anything coming out. Let me see.
Yeah, it does coming out.
55. There you go.
55.
As long as we know it, I guess. It's all good.
There you go.
Because I'm pretty sure coming in the same as going out.
Okay. He's not paying attention.
I don't know if he says anything coming out. Let me see.
Yeah, it does coming out.
55. There you go.
55.
As long as we know it, I guess. It's all good.
There you go.
Because I'm pretty sure coming in the same as going out.
Okay. He's not paying attention.
I don't know if he says anything coming out. Let me see.
Yeah, it does coming out.
55. There you go.
55.
As long as we know it, I guess. It's all good.
There you go.
Because I'm pretty sure coming in the same as going out.
Okay.
Good evening.
He's not paying attention.
Not much, buddy. What's going on?
I don't know if he says anything coming out. Let me see.
Yeah, it does coming out.
I hear that.
55. There you go.
55.
As long as we know it, I guess. It's all good.
There you go.
Because I'm pretty sure coming in the same as going out.
Okay.
Getting their sounds. Good evening. What do you mean?
He's not paying attention.
Not much, buddy. What's going on?
I don't know if he says anything coming out. Let me see.
Yeah, it does coming out.
I hear that.
55. There you
That's
go.
55.
As long as we know it, I guess. It's all good.
There you go.
Because I'm pretty sure coming in the same as going out.
Okay.
Getting their sounds. Tell me about it. Time you going live. Oh, okay. That's good to know. In the file browser? All I see is an RPM driver edit and the race speed. No, I ain't seeing nothing. I'm in TeamSpeak. I click on a race channel. Alright, hold on. That is a big fat negative. There we go. Oh, you know what? I might have this one. Ah, okay. I got a Kansas FSE. Of course, my Firefox updated now. Now it's all screwed up. So you're gonna go live right around 10. I gotta step away just before 10, but I'll be back right about then. Right. That's all good. Oh, guaranteed. Which works out, because I want to give the wife her Mother's Day present before she goes into work tonight, because we can see her. But she don't get up for another 10 minutes. Alright, I extracted it. I should have it, correct? Well, I thought after playing with all them fish today, you weren't going to have any time to test all that stuff. Nice. Hell, I'm in the wrong mod. program to nationwide. Somehow I'm still leading the Friday night points. Got ya. You mean the game chat? Oh, yeah, I'll never be able to keep track of all that. Yep. Okie dokie. Yep. Just in time, I gotta step away for a minute. I'll be right back. I got Joey and Whisper. I told them to let me know when they're going to queue. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Alright, I'm back. I see 17 minutes left in practice. Right. They're trying to get Allen in. As soon as Allen gets in, they're going to go to Q. You don't hear me whispering to Joey, do you? I don't think so. So it doesn't go over the broadcast. That's good, because I got like 4 different guys on whisper. It's kind of funny. Kind of helps, because I can get a kind of like, hey, what the hell happened?
Channel switched.
They're in Q, Rich.
Channel switched.
Drivers, to your cars.
Channel switched.
Yep, I'm just going to follow your lead. Exactly right. I'm doing well, Rich. How about yourself? It's a great night. It's a great night to be out here at the Kansas Speedway, the guys of the DRL Racing League, and looking forward to a really great show. Looks like we got a strong field here tonight, and can't wait to get things underway. I'm seeing the 29 car, Andrew Mendez. He's checked in at a 28.688. He's currently P1 on the board. 7 car, Randy Schneider. He's sitting P2 at a 28.722. So that's a pretty impressive lap there by Andrew, the 29 car. Yeah, looks like the last of the laps are complete. Andrew's going to sit on the pole here with a 29 car. Randy Snyder comes in second. Time at 28.722. Bryson coming in the 84 car, third spot. Great qualifying for him at 28.737. And you got Dean coming fourth in the 34 car, 28.762. And running at the top 5, Matt Hatfield in the 0, 28.809. So about, a tenth and a half there, separating the top 5. Yeah, I saw him taking laps in practice. The groove absolutely looks too lanes wide. A lot of grip on the high side. Should be some nice side-by-side racing. And yeah, I mean, we've got a 12-car field, it looks like here, Rich. And looks like it's going to be a very strong field. A lot of really heavy hitters here. You got Matt Hatfield as always. Andrew's always fast. Joey the man in the 3-car. Kelly Horner, their guys at the top of your point standings. It's going to be a great night of racing here. Always great to get them last-minute testing tunes in. And the guys said they're all locked in. The top 10 are all qualified here by about less than 0.2 of a second, like a tenth and a half. I mean, it's a very, very competitive field we have here. All right, well, we're here for a minute here. Rich getting some technical difficulties here with his mic. We'll grab the pole sitter here with 29 of Andrew Mendez. We'll pull him down here into the booth and get a word with him, talk about his race this evening. Andrew, it's Phil and Rich up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4.
Andrew, a great qualifying right out of the gate, sitting P1 tonight, coming to the grid. What are your thoughts going into the race tonight?
It's gonna be a real challenging. This is a new racetrack, different from the old configuration, which I was a fan of. But I think I got a handle of this track. The Demon Hunter Toyota has been running fast all day long, so hopefully it will be in victory lane at the end of the race.
10-4 by Rich. You got anything for him? Check on your mic. Well, that's your pole sitter, Andrew Mendez. Andrew, we'll get you back up in the room there and get you ready to go. Good luck this evening.
Thank you, guys.
That's your pole sitter, Andrew Mendez, on the pole tonight here. 130 plus laps here at Kansas. Should be a great race, Rich. Not quite yet, Rich. I'm getting reports here. Your mic still isn't working. We apologize for Rich's technical difficulty here, having issues with his microphone transmitting over the air. We got about 30 seconds left here at happy hour. We'll look at some speeds as we click around the leaderboard here. Top of the board, Matt Hatfield in the 0 car, checking in at a 28.699. Second place, you got J-Rock in the 70 car at a 28.840. So right away, Matt setting a fast pace in the number 0 car, and he'll obviously be one of the ones to watch here tonight. We'll take a quick look at your point standings coming into the evening. Joey, the man in the 3 car, has got a 4-point cushion on the 21 of Kelly Horner. Mark Peugeot, 19 points back in the 3rd spot. I don't see Mark here in the field tonight, so he'll definitely take a point hit. Our pole sitter, Andrew Mendez, he comes in 34 markers behind the 3 car in 4th position. And Bruce Wayne, Batman, 49 points back. That'll round out your top 5. No. Try it again, Rich. We'll see if we can't get a report in. I hear you, Rich. I'm trying to see if we get a report in on you. We apologize, technical difficulties here. Rich getting his microphone together. The cars are on the grid.
London.
And with that command, the cars have fired. ...134 laps of the scheduled race distance here tonight at the 1.5-mile Kansas Speedway. Hopefully Rich will be able to join us here as he's working on his connection issues here with his mic. Keep talking to us, Rich. Attempting. If I'm flying solo here, I'll do it on my own. I'll do the best I can do. There you go, all the lights are out on top of the pace car. Green flags in the air, we are underway. All clean and green here in turn 1. Andrew, 29 car, he'll break out the inside line, he'll take the race lead. 7 car, Randy Snyder, he'll slide in the P2, they come off turn 2. Randy looking up high in the 7 car. They'll stay single file through completion of lap number 1. Andrew Mendez, your race leader. All clean through the first lap. 29 Andrew Mendez, 7 car Randy Snyder, your top 2. We'll find Dean in the 34 back in 3rd, Matt Hatfield in 4th, and Bryson in the 84 car. He'll round out your top 5. Good battle for the race lead here, coming back to complete lap number 2. Randy trying to find running room under the 29. Great battle there. Randy will look low going to turn 1. He will get alongside. Trying to find the running room down low. He'll slide up. He'll complete the pass. Randy Snyder is your new leader in the 7 car.
Microphone muted. Sound muted. Microphone activated. Channel switched.
We're definitely missing Rich here in the booth tonight. Randy's still holding your race lead. Andrew with 29, he'll run second. Dean just about a whole second back there, running in the third spot. Single file strung out around the speedway. We'll put 5 laps on the board. Battle is shaping up here for the second spot. Dean putting the pressure on Andrew to come down across the start-finish line here to put 6 laps up on the scoreboard. Dean will look to swing to the low side into turn 1. He'll can't find racing room there. He'll slide back in line. Front 5 all running nose to tail here. Well, Rich, I'm not sure you got your issues figured out yet, but first 8 laps here, so we're all clean and green. Single file around the speedway. The 7-car Randy's got out to a lead here. About 2.5 tenths, or 2 tenths of a second over the 29-car of Andrew. Dean riding along there in third. Keeps trying to swing for that momentum pass up high or low. Can't seem to find the room around. He'll look again here off of turn 4. This time he may get the job done, and it looks like he may just slide back in line. Matt Hatfield sitting back here in the 0 car. He's your 4th place runner. Followed by Bryce in the 84 car. Rounding out your top 5. Feel free to jump in here, Rich, if you think you got a copy. Top 5 cars here, separated by just under a second. This is getting a report at 13 TDR speed. Came to the green flag there. May have hit the apron. He's running back in the 11th spot. 21 seconds off the race leader. And badly in need of a caution if he wants to catch the field.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
And I hear you through. Sound like you're in a phone booth, but we hear you. I'm not sure you're coming through the broadcast.
Yeah, 10-4 had to go through another computer.
Well, so far, Rich, first 12 laps, all clean and green. Top 6 cars now, all under a blanket here. Running single file, all under a second of the race lead. Randy Stein of a 7 car. So far, everybody's kind of minding their business, logging some laps here. A long race tonight.
10-4, I hear that. Hopefully they keep it clean and we get a lot of green flag racing going.
Battle on the speedway, race for third. Matt Hatfield in the 0 car. He'll look underneath Dean here going into turn 1. He'll keep it on the bottom groove, slides a little bit off that low groove. Great side-by-side racing here through turns 1 and 2. Dean will get the whole shot up high in the high lane. Little push here from the 84 of Bryson. They'll stay side-by-side in the turn 3. Make that a 3-car battle. 84 car, he is all over that twosome there running for third. Meanwhile, back near the front, Randy in the 7 car with 29 Andrew Mendez. They're running single file. Real fight up there. The big battle on the speedway is for third. Matt Hatfield will complete the pass on Dean Hillslide to number 3 spot. Eagle 34 is under pressure from the 84. He'll slide into fourth. Bryson rounds out your top five. Batman, he's back there in sixth spot. Really strong one for him early out of the gate.
Yeah, 10-4. I know there's another lap ago. It looked like Bryson was looking to make it 3 wide and go between those two. Thought it was going to get a little interesting.
So far, everybody seems like on their best behavior, not taking any unneeded and unnecessary chances so early in the go. Well, so looks like we're going to have a great race on our hands here.
I think I may have got the microphone stuff straightened out. Only thing I'm worried about now is if I'm echoing. I think they should be able to hear me now.
Yeah, you don't sound too bad at all. Hoping you're coming over the broadcast. Looks like we have a race up near the top spot. Andrew looks like he's got the pressure all over the 7 car.
Yeah, most definitely. The number 0 of Matt Hatfield is just going to sit behind him and ride it and see what's going to happen. Looks like they're running different lines in front of him. Should be interesting.
Matt's definitely there. He's just biding his time, riding around the 3rd spot. Just looking for that hole to open. I got a feeling he'll pounce through. If there's a pass to the lead here, I got a feeling Matt will fill the hole and probably slide right on by. Off of turn 4 here, Andrew, he's there on the inside. He's going to look underneath. Randy's up high on the 7 car. They're going to hold their line, a drag race back to the line. I think we'll score with a 7 car to lead that lap, but they're going to end up in a turn 1 and 2 here, side by side. Randy drives it nice and deep, gets a little loose, so does the 29. Andrew's going to slide on by, and here comes the 0, Matt Hatfield. He's going to take that battle for 2nd spot. He'll be underneath the 7 going into turn 3, and it looks like Richie's going to complete that pass.
10-4. It looks like the 34 is also going to try to get around the 7 and follow the 0 down. I wonder if the 0 is going to try to stay on that bottom line and make a run at Andrew also up front.
Andrew got a launch there off of turn 4. He really got a good momentum kick. Was able to break free of that challenge. Matt's still here.
We have a connection.
Caution on the speedway.
That was a good one. Looked like Bryson was involved.
I see the 70 car, J-Rock. He's backed into the wall, trying to get his view on what happened to him. Oh, this happened in front of the 70 car. He was just a victim afterward.
Yeah, it looked like 21 at Kelly might have gotten the back of Bryson. Let's go to our instant replay and see what we can see.
And that's exactly what I see there, Rich. Kelly just kind of shot it in there high up off the groove. Just in the left rear corner of the Bryson's 84 car. Doesn't look like he's tore up too terribly bad. Tough rig for J-Rock in the 70 car. Just trying to bide his time here. Looked like he just might have got on the brakes in the middle of the corner and his chassis offset, and he was back into the wall. So it'll damage the 70 car. I'm sure they'll bang that out and he'll be okay.
Yeah, there you have it. Looked like Kelly might have just pushed up into the left rear quarter panel of Bryson, tagged him a little bit and spun him around, put Bryson up into the wall.
Well, Rich, 21 laps in the books. We get our first yellow out. A lot of great racing in the first 20 laps.
Yeah, most definitely. And it looks like the majority of the field has gone down pit road. Got quite a few of them coming out now. Watching as the 13 pulls out of his pit stall. Going back to the 36, Alan Coleman. He's coming out of his stall now. Looks like the 3 cars that stayed out are going to come on in. The 21 of Kelly Horner, number 3 of Joey DeMann, and the 84 of Bryson is now coming down pit road.
Yeah, it looks like the 29 car, Andrew Mendez, is the one that won the race off pit road. Matt Hatfield's going to roll off second off pit road here. So pretty much staying the same here at the front of the pack as we roll under caution. Pit stops being made.
Yep, got another confirmation from one of our spectators tonight. They're hearing me okay, got a little bit of an echo, but it doesn't seem too bad. So we'll go with this and see if we can't find some better equipment next week and get away with this problem.
Wow, Rich, we're very glad you got that figured out. Much better to do one of these broadcasts where you and I can go back and forth and describe the action as it happens, and we don't want to get all long-winded.
Yeah, 10-4, I hear that. It makes it difficult running 3 computers at once trying to keep up with all this, but one way or another, DRTV is going to get her done.
It's great to have DRTV back on the air tonight. Been a few weeks since we've been on the air here. I think our last race was a couple of weeks ago at the Bristol Motor Speedway. We saw a great short track race here, and no doubt we're going to see a great one here tonight. We're going to have about 110 more laps here once the green flag flies on this run. Lights are out on the pace car.
Yeah, 10-4, so it looks like Andrew's going to maintain the lead, followed by the 0 of Matt Hatfield, and then the 7 of Randy, 34 sitting in 4th place. Oh, that's Dean, and the 24 of Batman's going to round out our top 5.
I'll be interested to see how the 13 car, TDR Speed, fares in this run. Had a little issue getting off the grid, hit the apron, slid up the racetrack, lost all touch of the field. He was very happy when the yellow came out. He looked like he had a good piece. We'll see if he don't become a factor. He's going to roll off 10th here on the restart.
So as they come around through turn 3, coming through turn 4 now, pace car ought to pull off the track here shortly, should be taking the green flag this time by.
Green, green, green.
Andrew gets a good jump at the green flag. Got a good couple car lengths between him and second place, the 0 of Matt Hatfield. Oh, it looks going into the turn. The 7 of Randy's looking low on Hatfield. He doesn't have enough to get under him.
Little stack up back to the field here. I think we may have an oncoming yellow. I believe I saw a car spun on the inside. Let me verify that.
It looks like 70's coming up off the apron now. And we're still green flag racing. As the 70 gets back underway, he's lost the field, so he's going to have trouble catching back up now with no draft.
Trying to get a look, Rich, at what might have caused that fracas. Looks like a 24 car Batman may have got loose, and J-Rock just had to get on the binders here, and that might have sent him around. We're under yellow, Rich. Seven car, self-spin. That'll be our second yellow of the night. You find that in the replay, Rich? Rich, still with us?
Yeah, 10-4, out there checking cameras out, and looks like you said it exactly. Number 7's going to pull out a solo spin.
Just got them left front tires below the apron. Big spin here. And then there was some contact after the fact.
Yeah, it looks like he recovered from the apron shot pretty good, but once he got back up to the middle of the track, it might have just got a little loose on him and then come around.
Looks like the 84 car of Bryson had some contact with the 7 car off the wall and sent Randy for quite the tumble. I'm sure the 84 car may have some severe engine damage after that hit. That was a hard hit.
Oh yeah, the 7's looking pretty rough as well. Yeah,
So we're under yellow.
The 7's going to be in pretty bad shape now.
Under yellow, 28 laps in. Batman showing up on the scoreboard as a race leader. I believe we're under pit stops here. Guys must have pitted off the lead.
Well, the 7's back out on the track. He's missing the hood. His whole front end's crunched in a little bit. Tires are sticking out due to body damage. Good thing he's still running, I guess. Bryson's still back out on the track. Doesn't look like there's too much damage on his car.
Randy Snyder, Rich and Phil in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Randy, some hard contact out at the wall. What happened?
I self-spun this coming out of 4, and I informed everybody to stay high, and I collected Bryson. Apologize, but it's not going to avoid.
Now, some heavy contact between the two of you. Car looks like it's got some severe front end damage there. Did they shut it off on pit road?
Yeah, they sure did, and they're telling me that it's acting like it can get up to speed pretty good, so I hope it will.
Yeah, 10-4 Randy. We went back and looked at the replay, watched your solo spin. You touched the apron a little bit, got loose. But the thing about Bryson, it looked like you were pretty much sitting in the middle of the track coming off the corner, and I just think Bryson thought he had nowhere to go and then got into you. I don't think it was your fault that he got you.
No, it's just a racing deal. It's something that happened here at Kansas.
Yeah,
Well, you think you're going to be able to keep up with these guys once it goes green?
I'm praying to the good Lord again.
All right, buddy. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Well, there's Randy Steiner of the 7 car. Some heavy damage to that car.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to affect him keeping up with the crowd.
Oh, such an aero-sensitive racetrack here at Kansas. You lose horsepower here, it pretty much will kill you. It looks like these cars are getting quite a little bit of draft as they're basically single file down the chute. Which is a pretty good speed. We're turning some really good speeds here tonight. We're back under green.
So once again, Andrew Mendez gets another big jump. This time he's followed by Dean in the 34, and then the zeros drop back to 3rd. But there's a heck of a lot of distance between 1st and 2nd and 3rd place right now.
Yeah, they're strung out. It's a second through the top 3 cars. They make this lap. 4th place, you'll find a 3-car Joey DeMann and Kelly Horner, the 21 car. He'll run at your top 5. Front 5 definitely strung out around the speedway.
Yeah, definitely. Joey's going high into the corner. It looked like the last lap or so, Kelly got under him to take over 3rd. And it looks like Kelly's on a mission. He's pulling away from Joey.
You know Kelly, he'll sit back, he'll save his equipment. Always one of the heavy hitters. Comes in tonight with the point lead. So he's definitely looking to get a good finish here. Looks like we may have a challenge for the race lead. Dean looking low under Andrew here. Looks like they're coming off of turn number 2. Dean's looking down low, Andrew up high. They'll stay single file as they go into turn 3. We'll see if Dean can't once again wind it up and get the run down low.
It's like they pretty much took the same line through 3 and 4, and Dean's running the rest of the track low. It looks like he's got up beside him this time going into 1. He might come out at the end of this one.
Now give Dean the lead here. He's going to be the new race leader off of turn 2. Kick a 29 car Andrew back to 2nd place. Matt Hatfield still running 3rd, and Kelly is your top 4.
And before I hear that, these two up front have now gained over a second on the 3rd place car. And pretty much running away with it right now.
Following the progress of 2 cars in that last wreck, the 84, Bryson and Randy in the 7 car. They're currently running back to the 9th and 10th positions. Randy looking like maybe a little bit down on horsepower. 84 car Bryson, he's running a spot in front of 9th. He's holding on to that tandem pack. We have a pack there of TDR Speed to 13, Batman with 24 car, and Alan Coleman with 36. They're all running hot and heavy there. They're all battling back for the 6th position.
And for that, I'm kind of concerned with the 70 of J-Rock. He's staying back there with the number 7 of Randy. I'm not sure if he's got damage from an earlier wreck or if he's just kind of biding his time back there. But I think it's going to hurt him if he stays back there with Randy for too long.
Yeah, he was involved in 2 different incidents there. Nothing of his own doing, just reacting to what was going on in front of him. And I saw him hard on the wall here on one of the cautions, and under the green flag run there, he was also in the inside wall, but no yellow. So tough break for J-Rock. We hope that car's not down on power, but he's going to make laps around the speedway.
I hear that. Looks like he's thinking about getting around the 7. You know, the good thing here is nobody's gone down a lap yet. So even though J-Rock had a self-spin, didn't pull a caution, or what have you, he hasn't really lost too much ground other than this time he spent behind Randy. He's going to go ahead and get around the number 7 now.
He'll complete that pass. The race on the speedway appears to be for the 2nd spot. Matt Hatfield in the 0 has really run down the top 2. He's made up a 2nd here over the last 3 laps. He's underneath the 29 car of Andrew off of turn 2. They'll drag race down the back straightaway. Andrew up high with 29. Matt here in the 0 car. They'll run side by side down low into turn 3. Matt hugging that inside line. He'll get the run up high. Andrew able to wind it up. They're still side by side back to the start-finish line.
Yeah, 10-4 Andrew is definitely not giving up too much ground on the top groove. Meanwhile, Dean's slowly getting away, but the 0 of Matt Hatfield's got the 21 of Kelly Horner right behind him. So I think if they can get together and both get around Andrew, I think Dean's going to have his hands full.
Yeah, Kelly's there as well. Top 4 cars were separated by well over a second here a couple of laps ago. They're all within half a second, 1 through 4. So we have some hot and heavy contested racing up to the front, side by side, 2-3 laps in now. Matt in the 0, down low, Andrew up high. Kelly just looking for a space. Who am I going to follow? Up high, up low. He's going to follow Matt through. Matt looks like he's going to complete that pass for 2nd. Give Matt Hatfield position number 2 off of turn 2.
Yeah, but I don't think Andrew's having it. It looks like Andrew's trying to look down low now. I just don't know if he's got enough run to get back up there. And then he's got Kelly on his backside that's starting to look too.
The 0 car looks awfully stout here tonight. He came off of turn 4, got a good launch, and it looks like he's going to make a charge at Dean for the race lead.
Andrew just tags the wall a little bit. Doesn't look like he messed him up too bad.
Currently top 4, single file through the back stretch. We look back, Joey DeMann, he's about a 2nd off this race, off in top 5. And we had a race for the lead here, Rich. Matt's underneath the 34 car of Dean.
Yeah, most definitely. But just like we saw Andrew, I think it might take a little while to get around Dean unless Dean's going to give it up to him. Andrew's kind of swerving back behind him too, so now we don't know what Dean's going to do. Dean might get stuck and hung out to dry, but they all line back up and Dean pops back into 2nd.
Looks like Dean Mavis laid over, let the 0 car by. No need to hold up this late early in the go here. Now we get a battle for 3rd. Andrew was looking up high at Dean. Well, Kelly, he's underneath the 29 of Andrew. We have a race for 3rd here on the front chute. I mean, this could go either way, 2nd through 4th.
Oh, going into that corner, like Kelly was on the wrong line that time and messed his momentum up big time.
Looked like he may have got them left side tires down to the apron, offset the car a little bit, got him loose. He's got it collected. He'll see if he can't make the charge. The battle is still hot and heavy here for 2nd. Andrew in the high lane looks like he may be able to complete the pass this time, put the 29 car back into position 2.
Yeah, and that's pretty impressive. Andrew does the pass for 2nd place up on the top side. And looks like Kelly's regaining it to come back up after Dean as well now.
Definitely a great battle through here, the top 4. Joey just right around the 5th spot all by himself. He's 1.62 seconds behind the leader as we complete the lap 43 that he's put on the board. When we look back to 6th position, Batman running 6. He's got a hotly contested battle. Batman, Speed, Bryson, and Allen, they're all within a 2nd of each other. So we got 2 packs of cars here racing all over the speedway.
Yeah, don't count out Bryson yet. He's running right there with him as well.
Looks like the 7 car night may be over. I believe I've seen him pull back behind the wall. And confirmed, I believe engine damage may have just put him out of the event. So tough rake for Randy Stein of the 7 car. Looks like he's going to come home 11th this evening. Now back near that battle here, I mean, 2nd through 4th, hotly contested here through these last 25 laps. Kelly was a second back here, this back after getting loose. He's run down the front 3. And we get a hot and heavy battle here, 2nd through 4th.
Yeah, we still got a long way to go. We're sitting on lap 46 right now of 134 laps. It almost makes me wonder if Dean maybe didn't use up his tires a little bit too much getting up front. Now these guys are catching.
Good battle back here for 6. TDR Speed just moved around Batman here as we completed that lap 45. Batman drop kick back to the 7th spot. And Bryson, after that contact there, looking really stout here. He's looking underneath the 24 car as they come off turn 4.
Yeah, most definitely. We just missed it on the last lap. We were watching on the replay, but the 21 has now made his way around the 34 Dean, and he's heading after Andrew now. Dean's just kind of riding, it looks like.
Dean's just going to save his stuff. May have used up his tires. May just be saving them. That's a frantic pace set by the top 4 cars. They're running awfully hard.
Back towards the back of the field, we got the 36 Alan Coleman and 70 of J-Rock. Quite a bit of time between them and 8th place. Looks like almost 4 seconds. Not sure if they're just riding right now. We know J-Rock might have some damage. Not sure if Alan's got damage or not, though.
Not sure what happened to the 36 car. He was in that battle there with Speed and Batman and Bryson. There was a 4-car battle. I look up and Alan had lost touch of that pack. Not sure, he may have got loose or burnt the tires off or whatever. But yeah, he's definitely slipped back there with J-Rock there, and they're going to race for 9th.
Yeah, it looked like Alan might have just skipped it off the wall, and that's going to slow him down just enough to let J-Rock get around him. Good thing is, once again, they're still on the lead lap. Nobody's been lapped down yet, but they're basically just over 10 seconds behind the leader right now.
We got a race for 2nd up here up front. Andrew's running that high lane, and Kelly Horner with 21 car. He's all over that low groove, looking for running room on the way by. Looks like only a matter of time before we may have a position change for P2.
I noticed Andrew doesn't run the bottom much. He's more middle lane, top lane, and he's pretty stout up on that top line. So Kelly might have his hands full if he does get up there with him.
Now you can see in the run, Andrew really gets a good run up in that high lane, really gets a motor all wound up, and he really gets a lot of momentum running off them corners. All single file here through the first 5 cars. Looking back at the 3-car, Joey DeMann, he may have some company here soon. The TDR Speed to 13, Batman and Bryson. That threesome is starting to run down the 3-car. We may have a battle here for 5th before too long. But definitely the best battle racetrack is that race for 2nd. Kelly's all over the 29 car. Looks like he may be underneath him here as they get back to start-finish line. Looks like Kelly is going to move into 2nd.
So while we got some green flag racing going on, I just want to thank the sponsors that we normally run with here, SVP Safer Barrier Project. They're the ones that were able to kick out this track for us and basically finalize it today so we can get on a more modern version of this track. And then, of course, our hosting people, NRT Game Servers. Without them, we probably wouldn't be able to put these events together. And then, of course, DYNO Racing, which is the league we're broadcasting for tonight. DYNO Racing runs Fridays and Saturday nights. Friday night they run the Nationwide Series, and then Saturday night, of course, they run the Cup Series. The league does follow the entire Nationwide and Cup schedule, including off weekends. Oh, we got one around just as we're watching. Looks like the 29 got loose coming off the corner.
They were within probably 5 laps of making their green flag stops. Yellow has not come out. It's still green around the speedway. We have a race here. Joey DeMann, he got company, the 13 car. TDR Speed, that group has absolutely run Joey down. Speed's going to look down low here through the start-finish line. 56 laps up on the scoreboard. And down into turn number 1, Speed's going to drive that car in deep. Joey may have burned his tires off, and Speed's going to move into that 4th position.
Yeah, and he's followed pretty close by Batman. Batman's got a good run. It looks like he's going to get up below the number 3 going into the next corner, and he may as well get around the number 3 coming out of these corners.
So a hiccup there for the 29 car. Andrew Mendez has been strong in that top 4 all evening long. He is now on pit road. We'll follow his stop. He'll come down, hit his pit stall.
He slides it sideways into the pit box.
Looks like he may have had some trouble getting on a stall. They were really, really slow around their right sides. Right sides are up, and they're going to swing on over to the left side. Oh, no, right sides. Right sides only for the 29 car. That's an interesting strategy.
Yeah, it is. The 29's coming back out on that track, running around the apron down through 1 and 2. Should come back up on the straightaway on the backstretch.
Now, that's a strategy you want to watch. 2 versus 4. You would think 4 here, the pace they're running. Maybe a little panic on Andrew's part after getting that car around. May have cut the tires hot, trying not to lose as much time putting 2 on. But we'll see here is we're going to see a cycle of pit stops here within the next 5 laps. And it looks like Andrew may have had a black flag because he is coming back on pit road.
Yeah, I was going to say either that or maybe he's got a bigger problem. He might have flat spotted those tires because it looked like going through 3 and 4 he got a little loose. Could have been just because he was trying to brake hard to run a black flag. Let's see what he does here going through pit road. He gets a decent clean stop into his pit stall this time. He's only doing left side this time, so maybe he's just trying to make up ground and see what he can save by doing one side at a time. I don't know that that's going to help him much because now he's going to look like he's 2 laps down.
That may have been an error on pit road there. We saw him slide through the box, get that car sideways. It may have been too close to the wall to put left sides on, and may have been the culprit to put him back on pit road for a second time. Tough break for 29. He was definitely fast.
10-4. He's going to have some ground to make up now.
As I see, meanwhile, back at the ranch, 0 car, Matt Hatfield, stinking up the show here with the race lead. I believe he might be on pit road.
We've got one spinning going into the pits. Looks like he's straightened it out. It might have been TDR Speed. Looks like he's recovered. He's going to go into his pit stops with the number 3 of Joey DeMann. Looks like we got green flag stops. 70 of J-Rock's pulling out now. Looks like the 0 of Matt Hatfield's getting left sides. Dean's getting left sides. Joey's now getting left sides. Dean's getting, Speed got left side. 0 and the 34 is now leaving pits. 3's pulling out. 13's pulling out. Meanwhile, 21 just pulls in. It's going to shake up our field a little bit.
Kelly's on pit road. He was the race leader last time around. He got 4 tires. He's off and gone. Batman with 24 car. He's also on pit road. They're all down and away. We'll see how this cycles out. I believe I saw the 84 car. Bryson, the 3rd car there, was pit road.
70 is now coming down pit road.
Look around the speedway. It appears to me, my calculations are correct here, that it's going to cycle out Matt Hatfield back in the race lead on the 0 car once they come to the line. Looks like the 0 of 34 car, Dean and Joey DeMann, they may end up being your top 3.
Yeah, I think you're right. Once they take the start-finish line this time by, it should straighten out our order. We got a couple cars a lap or 2 down now.
Did Kelly score out of there with the race lead?
It looks like Kelly is in the lead. Yep.
Great stop by the 21 crew. In and out, quick work. Gets out. He's almost got a full second lead on Matt Hatfield. I'm absolutely blown away after pitting on that extra lap that he's going to come out with a full second lead.
Yeah, but I think now he's going to have his hands full. We know that both of these two guys can be pretty competitive running, and it looks like they both like Kansas, so we should see some good side-by-side aggressive racing up front here.
Race lead battle. The Matt Hatfield in the 0 car is there.
Whoa, I'm not sure if that was a glitch or what just happened, but looked like the 0 and the 21 just went sideways at the same time on my screen. It's going to put the 21 in the wall. Not sure exactly what took place there.
I believe that might have been some warp. I was riding along the 34 car of Dean. He was embedded in the wall there and just blinked out, so there might have been a warp issue.
I had a few cars just instantly disappear on the broadcast as far as my side goes, so I'm wondering if it wasn't a server glitch. Yeah, and it appears it happened on both of my camera computers, so it might have been a server glitch, and when it came back, it just connected Matt and Kelly together, and it looked like it might have ruined Kelly's night.
Yeah, he's got the rear end of the car all torn up. And I believe you're right. I'm getting reports from guys that there may have been some warpage there that may have created the contact. It was a really, really tough break. That was a great race for the lead there. We're under yellow again on lap 65.
So your race leader's now coming down pit road. Not sure how much damage he got out of that. It looked like he was involved, just as the glitch happened. But I'm not sure if he hit anything due to it. I'm not seeing much damage on his car. He goes ahead and takes right side tires and left side tires.
Yeah, some pretty heavy damage to the 21 car.
And we're back with the 21 now. Just coming off the jacks for the left side. Looks like they're probably trying to straighten up his car. And they're going to let him go with a crunched up back end. Looks like he's driving the compact now. Let's see if we can't get a hold of Kelly up here in the booth.
Joey, you got a copy?
Hey Kelly, Phil and Rich up here in the broadcast booth. How you doing, buddy?
I don't know if that's a fair question to ask right now.
Oh, 10-4, I heard that. It looked like we had a server glitch or something, and it almost looked like you and Matt just both slid up at the track at the same time due to the glitch.
Yeah, I got you.
But it looks like
He
you
was
got the worst
he was
of that
two
deal.
laps down. How did he
Well,
get
most definitely.
one
Shit
by?
done.
Let's see if we can't get Matt down here and see what you guys think might happen. Hey, Matt. Phil and Rich up here in the booth. We got Kelly up here with us on the radio as well. You guys look like you were both involved in that glitch. Just to give you a heads up on your whisper radio, I also hear you. But is that about what happened? Both of you guys got glitched and just looks like Kelly got the worst of that one?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I told him. I was like, dude, I had a ton of room on the bottom, and I felt something just shake loose, and looked up, and he was flying in my rear view, and I was like, I didn't touch it.
Yeah, by the looks of it up in the cameras for both of our computers, it looks like, both of you had plenty of room going in the corners, and then all of a sudden the whole field just disappeared. And then when it came back up, it looked like both of you were just sliding towards the wall. Must have been a server glitch.
Yeah, that's what they said. Said the server had a burp. I apologize to Kelly. Bad timing, I guess. It's a shame because we both had good pieces.
Absolutely. You guys are putting out fantastic racing up there. The whole front four, you, Kelly, Dean, and Andrew, the top four there for about 25 laps, hot and heavy. Some great racing going out there. Matt, you look like your car is still real strong. You've been out front there. You pulled out to a good lead there. Your car all right? Did you pick up any damage, any of that?
No, I think I'm pretty good. I just think Kelly got, he got the worst end of the deal.
Yeah, it's a tough break. Kelly coming in tonight as our points leader, 4 points up. And Kelly, hopefully you're not down on power too bad. We wish you guys luck the rest of the night.
And we'll get back to it.
10-4, fellas. We'll let you get back to it.
Green flag back on the speedway.
Well, there you have it. I think I agree with Matt, is that Kelly pretty much got the worst of that deal. And I don't know what that's going to do to him to the points lead tonight. But hopefully he can stick it out and get as much ground as he can with this race.
Well, the car in his mirror there, the 3 car, Joey DeMann, he was 4 points back coming into the event. So he's the car, he's the one I want to finish in contact with the 3 car. Maybe not finish in front, but as long as he keeps him in view, he may maximize what the loss of the event could be with the heavy damage of that 21 car.
Yeah, 10-4. And it looks like the 21's on a mission. Even though he's got some damage, he just gets around the 13. Looks like the 29 of Andrew's glitching a little bit. But 21's definitely pulling away from the 13 right now, and the 29 is now looking below the 13.
Well, stable up near the front, Matt Hatfield, the 0 car. He's your race leader, clicking off lap 71 on the scoreboard. 34 car, Dean, he'll ride along in the 2nd position. An 84 car, Bryson, he's back up to the 3rd spot. It's a great recovery for him after that early incident in the event. Looked like he may have had some severe damage to that car. Looks like it's still running good, and he's going to ride around in the 3rd spot. Somebody else to make mention of, running through the latter half of the top 10 most of the evening. Alan Colvin at 36, he's going to run up in the 4th position. He's a 2nd off the race lead. He's just going to click off some laps here near the front. Alan's one of them guys, always likes to take care of his stuff too. Really, really good, solid driver, and I'm expecting he's going to be a factor for the end of this event also.
Yeah, that's one good thing about Alan. Every time I've raced with him, and I've raced with him for years, he's pretty calm, cool, and collective, likes to save his stuff, runs his race, doesn't worry too much about all the drama going on around him. And, he takes a bad night just as good as he does with a good night, so he's a real good driver to run with.
As always here at the DYNO Racing League, top to bottom, one of the greatest, most competitive leagues we see out there. Heavy hitters come in night after night. I mean, these fields usually go 10, 15 cars deep. You can literally pick a race out of a hat. These guys are that good.
Yeah, most definitely. The 21 now gets around the 36, and it looks like Kelly is on a mission even with a damaged car. So that's pretty impressive that he's keeping that car running like this. At least the front end looks clean, so it's probably not hurting him too bad.
Just going back over the spin, where the way it came through the glitch there, when it came back, it looked like it was only the rear end of the car that was stuck up against the wall. So hopefully no damage to the front end, hopefully no damage to the motor, and that Dodge looks strong there running in 4th. And don't look now, but he's slowly running down the top 3. He was well over 2.3 seconds back here about 4 laps ago. He's cut that down to 1.2 seconds. 21 car is on a mission.
Yeah, I just hope he doesn't burn it up too much trying to catch up with him. Maybe, he can get a good tire run out of this and make this strong attempt while we're running green, and then get in and get fresh tires and then be right back in this thing.
So we're showing 9 cars in lead lap. Looks like everybody's going to be strung out now around the speedway. Get some laps clicked off. I think I read 76 laps. We're just past the halfway point in this event. Matt Hatfield, the 0 car, your race leader. The 34 car, Dean, 0.4 seconds back of the race lead. Right behind him in tow, the 84 car of Bryson. He's going to slide up high off turn number 4. And that may allow a 21 car of Kelly, who's going to look down low as they start finishing at turn 1. Kelly's going to move his way back into 3rd. What a terrific run with a tore-up race car.
Yeah, most definitely. And don't count that 29. Andrew Mendez has finally recovered his laps and has worked his way up into 5th place right now. So that's pretty impressive as well. Wasn't he 2 laps down at one point?
Andrew was 2 laps out. So he might have got one back to the cycle through a green flag stop. So he was the first car on the pit road. And they did just about complete a full cycle of green flag stop. So that may have either cycled them back 1 lap down with the extra pit stop. Was probably the recipient of a lucky dog in the last yellow. I believe I might have seen the 34 car, Dean, just kissed the outside wall. He had a good run on the 0 car. Now is falling back, and it looks like he may fall into the clutches of the 21 car.
And it looks like the 84 of Bryson is sticking with the 21, trying to make his way towards the front of this pack as well. So this could get interesting if he gets up there a little closer with the 21. They might be able to work together and move up the field.
Another car clicking off some good lap times coming up through the field here. TDR Speed 13 car. He's running back in the 6th position. I see him starting to chew into that gap in the top 5. He currently sits 2 seconds off the race lead, but he's also, cut down probably about a quarter of a second here in these last couple of laps.
I hear that. We're looking at the fastest laps of the race right now, and believe it or not, the 21 is running the fastest lap. Your race leader right now is currently sitting in the 4th fastest tonight, so I think we still got a lot of battling coming up ahead of us. There's still some fast cars out there, and they're not up front yet.
Now I'm looking, I think anywhere in that top 6 right now, you can consider that a car that's going to be someone to contend here toward the end. As this interval, the top 6 cars are about 1.7 seconds apart from one another as we reset back to the start-finish line. TDR Speed 1.8 seconds back. That's cutting down another 10th off in the last 2 laps. So I believe the top 6 cars are all there. No, I think I see the engine with 29 car having some connection issue.
Yeah, I lost him going through that corner, and he's all in the wall this time by. Car is jumping side to side a little bit. I think we might see him drop out here shortly. And he just disappeared on my screen.
Yeah, he's in now. There he's back. Well, if he can hear us and he ends up his way toward the grandstand there, we can send a couple of hot dogs, good Kansas hot dogs out our way.
There you go.
But he's definitely fallen back to 13 of Speed. That would be a battle for 5th here. I'm not sure how much pressure Speed's going to want to put on there with the connection issues, as we've seen some more cause of fracas here a couple of laps ago.
Yeah, you and I have both raced with a bunch of these guys out here, and I think that's one good thing is the majority of guys that run here, when they see that you're glitching or you're having internet connections, they usually give you a little bit of room. If it clears up, they'll race you good, but if it doesn't clear up, usually they'll communicate that, and whoever's having the issue usually just kind of goes on the high side, lets the guys by until he can recover.
In his last 3 laps, Andrew's connections look solid. He hasn't bounced around at all, so maybe that connection has righted itself. And he'll let him get back digging here.
And it looks like it has. It looks like he's gained some ground back on the 84 of Bryson, trying to get back up in with that pack now.
Don't see anybody over too ambitious here to try to make a move and get past the car in front. All kind of stringle out single file here through the front 6. Pretty much throughout the field is single file. All the way back to Alan Coleman, who has unfortunately dropped back to the nice spot. And he's now over 10 seconds off the pace. So Alan may have some damage there from an earlier fracas with the wall, or maybe got the tires hot, but he's well off the pace.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting right now. The 0 Matt Hatfield has got a nice stretch between him and 2nd place at Dean right now, and it looks like he's just smooth sailing out there.
Looking back, Joey, the man in the 3 car, he was strong early. He's currently back in the 8th position. Batman just got by to take over the 7th spot. Wonder what's going on with Joey. See if I can't check in here with him over a private channel. I'd see if we kick the story there. There's the story I got from Joey here, Rich. You admin these races. What's one of your biggest responsibilities here as an admin?
Trying to take care of everybody else's problems.
That's exactly right. Joey's a victim of clearing a black flag, got himself out of the groove and lost the draft, and he's badly in need of a caution.
And before I hear that, been there, done that. It's not fun sometimes when the races don't go green flag start to finish. And sometimes when you're adminning these races, it takes a lot out of you just to keep this race underway.
Looks like we got a shuffle amongst the top three. Let me see Kelly running up there in the third spot.
Yeah, it looks like Bryson's dropped back, and it looks like Andrew has also gotten around him now.
Up front, nice steady smooth pace set by the 0 Matt Hatfield. He's got 0.8 of a second back to the 34 car of Dean as we put lap 90 up on the scoreboard. So we're getting down toward the latter portion of this race now. About 40 or so laps to go. He's almost got a full second lead here on Dean. Dean's got about a half a second back to the 21 car of Kelly Horner. And then 1.7 seconds off the race lead is Andrew at top 4. So they've strung out. Top 6 cars still under 2 seconds. Speed's back there at just an even 2 seconds there. Top 6 cars all still in touch, but Matt comfortably out there putting an impressive show on here.
Yeah, and as Bryson falls back, he's now getting in the eyesights of the 13 of Speed. I wonder how long Speed's going to sit back there before he decides to get around Bryson. Bryson might have used his stuff up trying to keep up with that pack. I'm not sure if he's having issues now or is just tires worn out.
I think clearly the fastest car in the Speedway to this juncture is our race leader, Matt Hatfield. He's stretched out over to a 1.2 second lead here over Dean. So just in a couple of laps, this lead went from 2 or 3/10 of a second out over a full second. It may approach a second and a half here as Matt is even putting more ground on the field. The 0 car, he's driving away.
Yeah, most definitely. The field is just getting smaller and smaller in his rearview mirror. And you know he ain't complaining about that. He's just running his line, taking care of his car, staying out of trouble. That's the name of the game.
And we get a race here for third. Andrew, he's all over the 21 car. He's looking down low.
Until they went into that corner, it looks like Andrew might have missed his mark, got a little loose or something, and that's going to open the door for Bryson to get under him, and now there's a battle for fourth.
Yep, we'll put Bryson back into the fourth position. Drop kick Andrew back to fifth. He's going to make a charge up in the high lane. He's been fast up there all night long. Little loose up near the marbles. It looks like he's got the whole shot off the backstretch. Andrew may take back the fourth position.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Andrew can definitely make that run on the top side work. He gets a lot of momentum coming off of these corners, but there he goes glitching again. And I don't know if Bryson's got something for that top side with Andrew.
So what did we say about 3 laps ago? The interval, the race lead was about 1.2 seconds. It is now full 2 seconds here. Matt Hatfield is putting a smoke show on the field here. Good race here. The race is for second. Dean's currently in second spot. All over him, a 21 car, Kelly Horner. Andrew here with 29. Andrew's going to look up high, racing for third. Ain't going to quite find the spot. We got green flag stop. 0 cars on pit road.
As your race leader pulls off the track down pit road, that's going to give Dean in the 34 the race lead. Let's keep our eye on our race leader, the number 0, Matt Hatfield, and see what he does for tires in here. I think this is a big tire strategy game.
I think you're absolutely right. I got my eye on the 3 cars on the Speedway. See if they may duck in here for some fresh rubber. What's the stop on pit road? You got that covered, Rich?
Yep, he's definitely taking right sides. Left side's now up. He's taking 4 tires.
4 tires.
Jack, number 0 is now rolling coming out of pit lane.
4 tires for the race leader. Is worth 3 laps short of 100. 97 laps on the board. I got the top 4 cars in view.
Joey Demand just comes out of pit road. Number 70 of J-Rock is now down pit road.
29 car Andrew Mendez, he was on the brakes. He's spinning up onto the racetrack. Hopefully that don't cause a yellow. He'll get that car righted. Yellow flag is out for the 29 car.
And we had a challenge for the lead at that same time. It looks like the 21 has gotten under the 34, and Kelly Horner is now your race leader. No, it looks like Kelly's going to give it back to Dean. Maybe he thinks he wasn't around him before the caution came out. We do not race back to cautions here, so depending on when the caution flew, these guys are pretty honest about that, and they give and take their positions where they're supposed to be.
I think it's an absolute tough break. You know, we've seen Matt come race out of the pit out of the race lead. He looks like he may be positioned here as the first car one lap down to get that lucky dog. Well, the heartbreak of the night is going to go to Joey DeMay, a 3-car, currently ninth. He's going to show as your second car a lap down. May not be eligible for the lucky dog this time around. That's a tough break for these guys who short pitted. You see that. Sometimes that may backfire on you. And absolutely on this case, a 29 car getting loose, trying to get onto pit road, and that's going to break up that tandem.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, it's really rough, especially if you're on pit road when the caution comes out or it flies just as you get in there, and sometimes that just puts you a lap down. Hopefully the zero can recover from that lap. Like you said, he's probably going to be getting the lucky dog this time by, so he should be able to work his way back up to the field. But I've seen that caution fly at the wrong time and just ruin your night. So that's going to put the 13 of TDR Speed on the point. Probably his first time leading the race tonight, so that gives us another new race leader.
A lot of bonus points being handed out here for laps led.
And it looks like the 70 of J-Rock is back on pit road again. Pretty sure he stopped just before that caution. He might have did a drive-by. Maybe the caution came out while he was on pit road. And sometimes that's really the only thing you can do is just do a pass-through and then come back around the next time. So it looks like the 21, 84, 29, 34 is all making their way back up on the backstretch now after making pit stops. The 0 and the 3 is going to go ahead and make another stop, even though they just stopped. I'm sure they're wanting to get on the same fuel cycle.
They are going to be right on the very edge of that fuel window there, Rich, and if this thing runs out to the checker.
I hear that. Maybe that's what they're hoping for. Maybe they are trying to get away with just this one last stop, try to clutch it for these remaining caution laps and run it out to the end so they don't have to stop again. I think it's a big challenge. I don't know that they're going to be able to do that.
Watching our race leader, the 13-car TDR Speed, he's running down on the apron. Looks like he may be coming on a pit road. I don't believe he's stopped yet under the yellow. Looks like he's going to hit that commitment cone, and our race leader is going to head to pit road.
Yeah, and he's followed also by the 24 of Batman, and it looks like it's going to put the 21 on the top spot. And I believe he did stop already. So the fuel advantage is going to have to go to the 24 and the 13. We'll see if they can get to the end. I don't think the other guys are going to be able to. I'm not sure that these two will either.
They're right out, the guys that stopped are right on the edge of their window. I believe you can get about 32 to 34 laps per tank of fuel, and we're going to have about that as we run this out. So you may see guys clutching, saving a little bit of gas. You're seeing the leaders here stop in for a quick check here because they'll top off here a month ago. So I think fuel strategy is going to come into the finish of this race, and it's going to be interesting to see who can save it. And
I said I got another black flag because these idiots are.
But I think the one to watch here, I believe Matt Hatfield, your former race leader in the 0 car, looks like he's going to get your lucky dog here. See him charging back from the 8th position as fast as he was there, putting 2 seconds out there in those last half of that run. It's going to be awfully interesting to watch him charge back up through the field.
Yeah, most definitely. We were getting a little radio overlay there. Looks like pace car's off the field. Joey's down on the inside. He's a lap down car. The 21's going to take the green this time by, and we're back green racing. having radio issues, as you know from earlier, Phil, and I can't communicate with the drivers on my own right now. But I don't think Matt knows that his whisper channel is also bleeding over the air.
Those guys that came off of pit road, they were just late getting back when they took the green. And these guys that come off pit road, the 0 Matt Hatfield with 29, Andrew and Dean, they're all 10 plus seconds back to the top 5.
I hear that, and I'll tell you something else is going right now is the 36 of Alan Coleman sitting in second place, getting a little bit loose coming off them corners, but he is certainly going after the 21.
21 definitely liking being out in that lead spot. Alan's going to make a charge, almost get to his bumper there. There's single file. Click up lap 105 up on the scoreboard. We're under 30 laps to go in this event. Kelly Horner, your race lead, the point leader coming in after a vicious wreck here a little bit ago. Taking command of this race, Alan Coleman, the 36 car. Bryson, the 84, nice bounce back from earlier altercation. He's going to run third. In fourth place, TDR Speed in 13.
Did that pull out the yellow? It looked like Batman just spun going into the pits a second ago.
I believe he may be far enough off the racing surface to not have the yellow.
Yeah, we're still green. Bryson's following the 36. 36 goes a little high in that corner. Kelly's going to get a lot of ground made up, and Alan's going to have to go back at it. I think Alan's really driving the car to pieces right now, trying so hard to get up there on the 21.
And you know, from night after night racing with the 21 of Kelly Horner, he's always very smooth, always consistent in his lines, always to his brake points and his throttle points. One of the smoothest guys you see out there, and it shows. I mean, coming in tonight with the point lead, get the point lead at this league. You need to be cerebral like that and take care of your stuff, and Kelly absolutely will do that. We got a race for second here, Rich, on the backstretch.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Bryson is looking below the 36 of Allen. Allen takes his corner a little bit high. Bryson's down by the apron, and he's going to easily get around him coming off that corner. And both of them that time looked like they got a little loose coming off of turn 4. I think these guys are really driving these cars hard trying to catch up with Kelly.
Now they really are. You can see that. Tires are squealing, cars getting loose. Trying to run down that race leader. It's a half second, 0.5 seconds back to Bryson in the 84 car. Allen just under a second, and we look back to the fourth place car. He's the only one back in touch of the leaders. It's TDR Speed. He's just about 2 seconds out of place. 36 car, he may have tagged the wall here. He's losing ground.
Yeah, definitely the 13 of TDR Speed is now looking below the 36. And Allen might have got some damage by tapping that wall because cars are just getting around him a little bit easier. Could also be that he used up his tires trying to chase down Kelly as much as he was. You know he was coming off them corners loose, so you know he was driving it hard.
No, 10-4 to that, exactly. So race lead, Kelly Horner with 21 car, Bryson 84. He's going to run second, under a half second. They're right there together. TDR Speed to 13. He'll sit on the podium spot in third. Alan Coleman fourth. And Matt Hatfield trying to make that chart. He's running fifth, but he's got 9.5 seconds to make up in the waning laps here. We have 24 laps to go.
Well, we definitely had some things going on here tonight. Some of the cars we thought would be up front and strong are now struggling to get back through the field with less than 25 laps to go in the race. Talking mainly about the 0 Matt Hatfield, the 29 of Andrew Mendez. And now we've got some other cars up front battling the 21, the 84, the 13, and 36, all looking to play. It's been quite an eventful race for tonight.
Oh, absolutely has been. It's been all over the map. The top of the leaderboard has shuffled. We've had incidents taking out fast cars. Green flag pit stops interrupted by a stray caution. Fast cars trying to charter through the back way. I mean, we've seen it all here tonight.
And now the 84 is looking to go after the 21. Looks like he loses a little bit of ground in the corner, but he's able to maintain some of it coming off the corner. I think if he can get up there on his bumper, he could probably challenge him.
No, he's definitely right there. Just trying to ride the tire tracks, not burn his stuff up. I mean, he's there. He's getting a draft. You can see the car react off the corner. He's definitely got the suck up off the 21. They're going to ride single file here. Lap 113 up on the scoreboard. Kelly Horner, Bryson, your top two. They're nose to tail here off turn 2. I think what you're going to see interesting here, we were talking about it, they were on the very edge of their fuel window here, this last round of pit stops. Maybe that last splash may have been the difference for guys like Matt and Zero charging around 10 seconds back. They may be in the catbird seat here. If they're on the very edge of their window, that extra lap there they stopped in on, that could be crucial here as we still have the battle for the race lead.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just me or if this is what's really going on. It could be that those guys in the back are just saving fuel and they're thinking they're going to stretch it to the end. But the 21 is pushing a little bit up in the corners, or maybe he's decided to start saving fuel, and that's going to allow the 84 to get around him. I'm not sure if he's out of tires or if he's trying to stretch his fuel to the end. It's interesting, but he's definitely dropping off pace.
Yes, he did. 84 car, Bryson to the race lead. A 3 car, Joey DeMann, he's going to get around the 21 car. He's showing in the 8th position, 1 lap down right now. So Joey DeMann still digging hard, going to try to earn back that lap down the hard way, and he's going to be separating our race leaders.
Yeah, at one point I really thought Joey was going to get around Bryson and go up there after his lap, but he never seemed to make the run for the 21, and instead Bryson is just taking command.
Now Kelly's really backed down the pace. I believe that might have been a 13 TDR Speed making the lap around up high there. So Speed may be running in the 2nd spot.
Yeah, it's got to make you wonder if these guys are that close to fuel. Maybe they're a lap or 2 short, and they're going to go ahead and start clutching through the corners, try to save some fuel and run this out to the end. Because if these guys are running so hard up front and they're thinking they're going to have to stop again, this could be the difference in the race.
No, that's absolutely right.
So much more than go fast and turn left in NASCAR racing, I tell you.
No, absolutely. Strategy involved, fuel mileage, tires, how's your tire wear, get clean on and off pit road, no mistakes, no penalties. I mean, so much going into it. Just one hiccup can ruin your night, either a mishap on pit road, a slow pit stop, error on the racetrack may ruin your night. I mean, so much can happen, and so far it looks like the 84 of Bryson, he's the one weathering the storm the best after having an incident of his own this evening. He's got a 1.3 second lead on the 13 car here. As we're we're less than 15 laps to go.
Joey has now gotten up close to the 84. It looks like he's trying to run the low line. That top line is tough, though. As you can see, the 84 just ran it through that corner.
And as they're kind of battling up there, I'm seeing the 13 TDR Speed. He went from 1.4 seconds down this last time by to 1.1 seconds. And I'm going to check on the interval here as they get back to the line. Down to just an even second, 1.0 seconds here. So 1 second separate your race lead as we get down here to these last bitter end, under 15 laps to go, 120 on the scoreboard. So we'll see. I mean, these 2 guys up front have enough fuel. They're still digging hard.
Yeah, I think we might see something interesting the last lap or 2 of this race if it continues green. I don't think we're looking at the leader yet. I think things are going to change.
Kelly's dropped to 5.5 seconds back. Still running in the 3rd spot. May have been conserving gas there. Matt Hatfield has run him down. Matt is down just over 7 seconds. He's running in the 4th position. It's a lot of time. I think you're right, Rich. Something here is exciting is going to happen probably here in these last 5 laps. Race leads down to 0.6 of a second to 13. TDR Speed is down 0.6 of a second to our race lead, the 84 car of Bryson.
Yeah, it looks like Speed's going to get under Joey going through 3 and 4, and he's got his eyes set on Bryson now. Speed's not new to this game, so I'm sure he's keeping an eye on fuel as well, and I don't think he would be pushing it that hard if he didn't think he could make it. Now, if you remember, though, our last pits, he was the one that went in last, so if anybody's got it, he's probably got enough fuel.
That's absolutely right. Speed's a KG veteran. I've raced with Speed for years and years. He's a master at this game. He'll take care of his fuel. He'll map it out just right. He'll run it hard when you have to, and he may be sitting in the catbird seat here. I'm looking back here. We get a race for third. Matt Hatfield is run down with 21 at Kelly Horner. We know Matt's got a fast car. Only problem is these guys got enough fuel.
Yeah, I think that's the million-dollar question right now. I think the one with the advantage is going to be TDR Speed, but I think the others are a toss-up. I don't know how close it is for them. It's going to be interesting.
The speed's definitely there. Bryson can feel the 13 car in his tire tracks. They cross the line. It's a 0.3 of a second interval. So 13 car is definitely there. He's hugging down the bottom lane. He's a bottom feeder here through these corners. The 84 car of Bryson, he's sliding up toward that second groove, trying to make ground, but 13 car of Speed, he's clicking off a 10th here, 10th there, and I believe here through too long, he's going to be at his bumper here, as I believe we're coming down to 8 laps to go with the line.
Now, they did take different lines through 3 and 4 that time. It looked like TDR Speed's going to run the middle in 3 and 4, try to make up some of that top side run coming off the corner. I don't know that he's gaining fast enough to get around him, though. He's running out of time.
He lost about 4/100ths there in that last cycle through, so the 84 car put a faster lap on. And I look back, the battle for third has concluded. Matt has moved ahead of the 21, so move Matt Hatfield back up to the podium here in the third position. And we know he's got a fast car. We're down here under 7 laps to go in the event. We see these top two, they're racing hard. Speed here, he may be rolling out of the throttle here. The 84 car, he may be running a little hard. I mean, said, fuel, we're down. This is absolutely a fuel mileage race.
Currently on lap 127 of 134. We're going to have 6 to go at the line, I think. Currently watching first and second place going at it. See if they're going to make it to the end with fuel. Going to be interesting.
The interval is staying consistent, right around 3/4 of a second. 13 car was butting into that interval a little bit. 84 got loose there off of turn 4. He slides up. He's making contact with the outside wall.
Well, that's
Speed's
definitely
there.
going to give Speed it.
Up the outside lane of the turn 1. Speed may have running room there. 84 digging back down low. Side by side, they come off of turn number 2. 13 car of Speed, he's got it wound up. Looks like he may walk away here at the race lead.
That could be the move of the race. We'll have to see what happens. It doesn't look like Bryson's ready to give it up. Digs in a little hard in that corner. It looks like he lost some ground coming out. Speed might have this thing wrapped up if he's got the fuel.
Could have been your pass for the lead here. 4 laps to go in the event. 13 car TDR Speed, Bryson the 84 car, they're your top 2. Back to Matt Hatfield. He's got 6 seconds on the field here. The third spot in the 0 car. Yep. For him to get back to the suspension, it's going to have to come down to gas mileage. He's definitely got a fast car, but these guys up front have the gas. We're going to come to 3 to go here at the line.
I'm not sure if it's me or if I just saw what I saw, but it looked like Bryson might have clutched it in that corner. I'm not sure if he's got enough.
I'm thinking you're absolutely right. I see Matt Hatfield starting to clutch. He was up at 6 seconds. It's now back to over 7 seconds, so maybe then everybody may be saving fuel here. This is going to be rather interesting. I see the pace all over the speedway. Every car out there is backed off.
I think it's all a mind game right now. I don't think any of them know if anybody can make it. I think this is going to be an interesting finish.
They're going to come off turn number 4 here. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps remaining as they hit the line. Speed to 13. He's got a 0.3 of a second lead on the 84 car of Bryson. But now the big gamble. Do we have enough fuel? It could be as much as a teaspoon of fuel here. It may make the difference.
So we should be getting the white flag this time by. There's a lot more distance. It looks like Bryson
84.
might have just ran out of fuel.
No, he's still running 84 cars on pit road. Must have been within a lap. So tough break for the 84. Could not rest to run out of gas. And we're going to follow the 13 here as he's taking the white flag.
Isn't that interesting?
13 car still in the power as he hits turn 3 for the final time. He'll arc it off through 3 and 4. May have heard a sputter there off of 4. Car is still under power. Off of turn number 4, checkered flag in the air. Give it to the 13.
What a race. You know this was all about fuel, and there's nobody in his rearview mirror.
13 car out of fuel off of turn number 2. He had just enough. Matt Hatfield, the 0 car, looks like he's going to come home with your second place tonight.
Looks like the 34 Dean just now coasted across the start-finish line. I think he may be out of fuel as well. And looks like we got another one on the apron coasting to the start-finish line. I think there's a lot of cars out of fuel right now.
So we'll see if we get a word here with our race
13
winner.
at the start-finish line. Looks like he's going to go ahead and do his burnout if he's got enough fuel left. But that is your race winner tonight at Kansas Speedway with DYNO Racing League.
See if you can get a word with Speed. Speed, it's Phil and Rich in the booth. You got a copy.
Hi, guys.
Speed, congratulations on a fantastic run tonight. Was all coming down to fuel strategy. The pace of the race really slowed there in those last 5 laps, and you just eked out enough that it looked like you ran out in the middle of turn 1 and 2. Great strategy by you tonight, sir.
Well, I was kind of attention. I made sure I took my pit right at the time when I had just enough fuel to make the race, and I actually had some fuel left, but it wasn't enough to to get away from anybody.
Yeah, I know we were watching the last pit stop that you did, and you were one of the last cars to die down at the last minute. And I was thinking towards the end of this race that if anybody's got it, you probably are the only one that can get to the start-finish line. And it looks like that strategy really paid off for you. I thought Bryson was going to try to give a good run for you, but clearly he ran out of fuel on the last lap. Excellent race, excellent strategy. Congrats, Speed. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. That's my first win here at DYNO.
That's exactly right. Taking on his first checkered flag here at DYNO. Speed, a lot of guys out here tonight. You like to thank anybody supporting your team?
Well, absolutely. Mountain Dew for one, TDR Racing for another, and absolutely DYNO Racing.
That's a big old 10-4. Congratulations on your race win.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats, Speed.
So there you have it, your race winner, TDR Speed. Fantastic run tonight here at Kansas, Rich.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. I think we're going to let this thing run out. We'll close out with our DRTV commercial. Next week, we're going to try to be back at it again. We'll get back on with interviewing the top 3 drivers next weekend. And not sure where we're going, Phil. Do you know what next week's track is?
I believe, Rich, I believe it's the All-Star Weekend at the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Oh, that should be good. That televised race at Charlotte should be quite interesting. It's a fun track. But I want to thank Phil, DYNO Racing League, and of course all these drivers that made up of TDR, TWA, and DRL. And Phil, it's great getting back online with you tonight and broadcasting another live race here. And hopefully we can keep this thing going if our busy lives don't get in the way.
Absolutely. No, thanks for having us aboard. Always a good time, and looking forward to being here and do it all again next week.
All right, buddy. Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you again next week here at DRTV. Have a good night.